folks, Species 7 here. How's everybody doing? I'm just finishing off one of my least liked jobs in this game. So there we go. But welcome back to Glenmalure. We are doing the more realistic mod on the Glenmalure map, courtesy of SCmodding. You can pick up the MR mod and the map. Oh, a little too tight on these corners. Both the mod and the map at FSUK, my by far favorite download site for farming simulator mods. So yeah, as I say, I'm just finishing off this entire field with this ridiculous little tiny harvester. But unfortunately, as far as MR mods go, they are really lacking in what you can get for forage harvesting. And I just watched a cow do a handstand, even though they don't have hands. So yeah, this has taken me probably 3 hours real time. So yeah. And again, like I say, it seems the mods are quite lacking. There are a few good ones out there, but they all require something that's really difficult to do on this map. And that is, you have to stick a hired worker in the seat. And because of the shapes of most of the fields, or at least the fields we own to this point, I'm not going to make a blanket statement about most of the fields, because I don't own most of the fields and haven't worked most of the fields. But what we own up to this point, to make hired worker friendly, would be pretty much doing half the job yourself anyway. And the problem with forage harvesters is most of them will not tow their own trailer, so you have to chase them, and they won't go unless you are chasing them. So getting the first few lines done can be quite problematic. It's doable, I'm not saying it's not, but you know, yeah, it's gonna not cut down the time the way the $300 or $400 or $500,000 price tag on those units might make you think. So, because yeah, for that sort of an expenditure, it has to really pay off. And if it's saving you even only 50% of the time, well, the difference between the $40,000 Mex Pottinger harvester we're using and a $400,000 Krone Big Axe, yeah, you want it to be 10 times as fast, it costs 10 times as much money. So there we go. And about the only other thing, we'll notice if we go over any of these dark patches, it should start grabbing a little bit. No? Oh well, make a liar out of me, you bugger. Alright, I think we got it all. You'll notice I do have the harvester sitting over here with the corn head on it. The first time I did silage, I only did about 2 trailers with this thing, and then I just cut the rest of it down. I don't know that that's really worth it. To be honest with you, no. I think this time, rather than drag this whole mess up there, what I'm gonna do is move this guy one back and just drop our trailer for a minute. That'll give me the chance to go flip off the harvester, and we don't have to drag our little train all the way up to the silo. So hope you all enjoyed our Piggies to Market episode. Which brings me to kind of an odd thing. The episode before that, I got quite a few comments on, and as always, I try and reply to any and all comments that I get, but because I have to make videos a day before I upload them. That not only gives me time to render them and edit them and do whatever else needs to be done in my video editor, but it also means that the only time I truly have usable bandwidth, which is early in the morning, nicely done, I'll actually have a video ready. The problem with it is like the video prior to the one of us taking the pigs in, I'd already recorded the video of me taking the pigs in by the time the other one was posted. So the guys were asking me questions and I'm answering like they'd already seen the pigs have gone to market video. So yeah, if any of you were kind of confused about the answers to some of your comments, yeah, just put it down to the fact that, you know, I have little or no memory left in my head. My hard drive is full. All of my RAM has been used up a decade ago, and I'm just sort of, you know, hoping AI will carry me, as it were. So, here's what we got out of that field. Not too bad, actually. 28%, and we haven't dumped our last trailer. So we should be getting over 30%, which is better than I did on the first one before I covered it. But yeah, if any of you run across a good forage harvester, of course with the MR engine, let me know, because I really, we are going to have an ongoing need, or an ongoing need, I should say, try and get proper grammar, an ongoing need for silage. This is not something that's going to go away. And like I said, using that little Mex harvester is one of my least liked jobs because it takes so long. And quite frankly, you know, there we go. Look at that. Woohoo! It's a little on the difficult side. And I think I gotta get one of those washers, because look at our trailer. Ew! I think that was blue, wasn't it? At one point, is that not a blue trailer? So yeah, I'm gonna have to get a power washer, oopsie. Well. Not the biggest of concerns. So we have a dirty trailer that we haul silage around in. Oh no. Anyway, yeah, as I say, if, is there something in there? Oh, okay, no, it's just sunlight on a pile of garbage. I thought there was like a seed pallet or something sitting in the back of that particular part of the garage. But no, thankfully there is not. Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. With a little bit of timing in there. Perfect. All the way, please. A little more. Good. Alright. So yeah, I took all that I had left when I finished my little piggy project was 16 pitties. So I was not going to run a 2/3 of a trailer out there, because it is a pretty long run, let's face it. You know, there's no denying that. It is a pretty long run. Okay, what do I need to do now? Oh, I know what's up. I believe we have a full wool pallet. Which is cool, because that's only the second one I've got in this game. So let's go and have a deal with that, shall we? Make sure first that we actually do, but I'm pretty sure when I went by... Well, hello there. Have a little munch, are you? Good. Pretty sure when I went by I saw a full stack. Ooh, there we go. Yes, indeed. Perfect. We got one on the trailer. We might as well make it two. Get us a little closer. It's 7:30 at night here, so we're gonna hit darkness pretty soon. But I didn't want to forward the clock. Wow, this has got quite the quite the reflective stickers on it, man. I didn't want to forward the clock until I got the rest of that corn dealt with. Now here's something I find with this mod. Sometimes it'll be stuck when you first start it, but if you wiggle the tires back and forth, your front tires, like give them a little steer, then it's fine. So I don't know what the deal is with that, but I guess that's their version of like a parking brake. Give the wheels a wiggle and she'll go. Woo, big climb. There we go. And I don't need this anymore. I just had that on there so I could figure out what our silagey levels were. Now, I find it kind of hard to get that thing so that it's parallel to the ground from the interior view. Yeah, I still would have been a little off. There we go. That should do. Let's get over there and get this out of the way so that they can put up another pallet for us. Oh. There we go. Lovely. Make sure she's well tilted back. Oops. I keep forgetting that trailer has a back on it, doesn't it? This is kind of a tight space for this little particular setup. I probably could have thought this out a little better. Found somewhere a little more sensible for this trailer. Up, 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 up. What have we done? Oh, I see. There's a stack of pipe or something there. Okie dokie. Oh, we're in the right... Oh. Just caught it, didn't I? Okay. Let's try and get this set up. That looks about right. Okay. There's our second wool pallet. Nice. And did they pop another one onto the thing? No, not right away. Okay. That's fine. That is just fine. So I did pick up the larger water trailer. As I mentioned in my piggy video, filling this thing 3 times, well, with the other trailer, just, get out from behind there. Didn't do a lot for us, and as you can see by the red level indicator, it's empty already. So, yeah. That small water trailer is not much use for anything other than maybe a single greenhouse, or, you know, it works for the sheep because they don't seem to be big consumers of anything pretty much. Even grass, they don't go through it near the rate. There we go. And we'll do the Linda Blair and turn our head 360 degrees. Okay. That's all happy and goodly. Nice. So yeah, we just didn't have a lot left in this little silage pile, so I figured we'd better get another one going. Now, I think what I'm gonna do here, I want our sugar beets to finish, and I don't think... No, they're still in the grow me stage. Alrighty. Okay, now I know that's not actually growing. We've harvested that field. That was canola. So yeah, we do have a little bit of canola put away. How are you guys doing? Oh, you got lots of grass. Is that good grass? Is it? Yeah? What? Ooh, I'm sorry. Don't like people watching you eat? I don't blame you. Okay, so yeah, like I say, our sugar beets are not quite ready yet. I'm sure our piggies will be appreciative of them when they are. So I'm going to run this guy back up the hill. Instead, I'm not going to end up using the corn header at all. I wanted to get a decent amount of silage put down. And that one entire bunker was done just off this field, so we know where we sit with those. And it's starting to get just dark enough to be an issue. We made her. Cool. I know I can fold the corn header, but So no, she will fit through those gates. Now, is this up as far as I can get it? Yep. It's a little bit of a push to get it up on here. That's why I need it to be up as far as it will go. Oops. There we go. So yeah, just in case you guys were wondering, I do try all the mods before I actually use them in the game. Sometimes I don't end up trying all the functions, or I don't put them to enough of a test that I eventually reach a point where something goes, ew, that ain't working. But I do try them. So actually, if we were to look at my finance sheet, you'd find it to be quite incongruous with what was actually going on our farm, because I will of course use the money mod to get enough money to purchase whatever particular mod it is, and then I test it, and whether it works out or not, I then return our money down to whatever the level was at before I cheated the money in. Right, so that's easy enough to do. You just buy expensive equipment and keep selling it at half the price until you're down to where you started. So, not a big deal. Alright, well I think at this point, pretty much all I can do is forward time till the morning, and then we can get ready to do our sugar beets up. So, I think that's what we'll do. That'll also give you guys a chance to see that one thing that I don't think we've quite shown off on this map, and that's the fact that as soon as it reaches a certain level of darkness out here, all of the lights come on. And the lighting is really nice, like wow. Once again, SCmodding, good job guys, like seriously good job. Ooh, for a moment there we peaked 200,000. And then we had vehicle maintenance coming out. So we're up at 201. It does bounce around quite a bit. Oh, there we go. You can see the lights are starting to all come on now. Isn't that cool? I mean, really, guys, check it out. You know, awesome job. That's just, and this is everywhere. Their street lights have just come on. The lights down at the market area have just come on. It's really cool. Really, really cool. So there you be. But I thought you guys might want to see that part of this map as well, because it is, like I said, a really, really nice touch. So, but anyway guys, we got a couple of things done. As I said, if anybody does run across a good forage harvester mod, let me know. Of course, must have the MR engine enabled. I don't like to be using mods here that don't. And if we find something, I'll certainly try her out. Hopefully it'll work out well, and we can go from there. I think other than that, and again, even if I always tell people when they suggest mods that are on certain sites, i.e. mod hoster or hoster or whatever you want to call it, that I don't really like using those sites. And just so you know, the reason for it is those sites have all kinds of click advertising. In other words, when you access that site, whether you click on an advertising banner or not, they are getting, you know, a couple pennies per click every time you go in there. So in other words, they're getting paid to have you go to the site. So I figure if you can have sites like FSUK or LS2013 or, you know, places like that that don't have nearly that amount and can still host their own mods, then they're much preferable. You know, ModHoster inevitably sends you to some horrible place like uploaded.net, you know, where you're limited to a 50 kilobyte download, and you're limited to that every 180 minutes, and you have to be very, very careful because there's going to be 4 or 5, you know, distinctive radio buttons on that site that say download. None of them are for the mod. You know, they're all for bloatware, whereas garbage that you probably don't want, don't need, and are likely to regret having accidentally been conned into downloading. So sites that put you into that situation, I am loath to use. I am even more loath to recommend, and that's another reason I don't like to use them, because it inevitably comes to a point where somebody goes, cool, where did you get that mod? And you send them to ModHoster, and they find the mod, and they download it, except then they go to look for it, and they don't have it, but every time they light up their computer, some weird whereas thing accelerator download manager or whatever the heck else they did actually download appears. So yeah, not my favorite. Anyways guys, that's I think going to be the episode. Come morning time we're going to get on with the sugar beets, and I guess I'll save that for another episode. So there you go. Ooh, we do have more wool being produced. Perfect. So, till then, this has been Species 7. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.